President Trump says the partial government shutdown will not end until Democrats agree to put up billions for his border wall. A large part of the federal government is still closed. The president is also backing his Treasury secretary after he caused more uncertainty on Wall Street. Chip Reid is at the White House. Chip, good morning.
Well, good morning. You know, about 800,000 federal employees who thought they'd be going back to work today after the Christmas holidays will either be furloughed or have to go back to work without pay. And 9 federal agencies are putting together contingency plans for what's being called an indefinite closure.
I can't tell you when the government's going to be open.
After wishing Merry Christmas to troops from the Oval Office, President Trump vowed to keep the government closed until he gets more money for his wall.
I can tell you it's not going to be open until we have a wall, a fence, whatever they'd like to call it.
He claimed workers affected by the partial shutdown want him to fight for the wall.
Many of those workers have said to me and communicated, stay out until you get the funding for the wall.
But many of those federal workers sounded off on Twitter, saying they want to return to work and get paid. The president is locked in a bitter stalemate with Democratic lawmakers who have said they will not support any money for a wall. In a joint statement, Democratic congressional leaders Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi wrote, the president wanted the shutdown, but he seems not to know how to get himself out of it. And while the president, in a flurry of tweets, said he was waiting for Democrats to make a deal, stock markets went on a Christmas Eve freefall. The president blamed the Federal Reserve, calling it the only problem our economy has. But he expressed support for his Treasury Secretary, Steven Mnuchin, who attempted to intervene in the stock market struggles by calling the heads of U.S. banks over the weekend.
Do you still have confidence in Secretary Mnuchin?
Yes, I do. Very talented guy, very smart person.
The White House says the partial shutdown could continue into the new Congress, which begins January 3rd. That's the day Nancy Pelosi is expected to be sworn in as the new Democratic Speaker of the House. Adriana?
Chip, with Congress reconvening tomorrow, what is next for negotiations?
Well, I'll tell you, it is simply a standoff at this point. The White House says the ball is in the Democrats' court. The Democrats say, no, it's your move. But one Democratic source on Capitol Hill did tell CBS News that the White House offered $2.1 billion for border security, plus $400 million for President Trump's, quote, other immigration priorities. But Democrats have called that a slush fund. Now, Nancy Pelosi has said she expects that what will happen here is that when she is the speaker, they will quickly pass a piece of legislation in the House to reopen the government, but it will not contain any money for the wall, so there's certainly no guarantee that President Trump would sign that. Adriana?
All right, Chip Reid, thank you.